Hi friends, welcome. My name is Tennessee. Today I'm bringing you Yin class, so restorative postures held for longer periods of time. In this Yin class, we're going to really focus on relaxing the body, kind of settling in, surrendering, allowing the tension just to kind of fall and melt into the earth. So with that said, I always start my classes with a chakra clearing. If you don't know what chakras are, there's 7 energy sources throughout your body. They start at the base of your spine and they work their way through the crown of your head. So I just want you to check in, notice what feels good, notice if any discomforts. So really getting out of your head and into your body, whether that be through the posture or your breath. Now today we're going to start a little bit differently. We're going to start in our hero's pose. So come onto your shins. Now I have a block, so I do highly recommend that if you do have blocks that you use blocks. Otherwise you can use books or anything around the house to help bring the earth up or elevate you. Now with that said, place the block just kind of back behind you onto your tailbone. And then you want to bring your knees, your inner thighs to touch. Allow your feet to come a little bit outside of your hips and just kind of surrender in. Now you can place your palms on top of your thighs, palms face up. You can place your hands down to the earth for grounding, wherever feels more comfortable for you. Now go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Audible exhale, release. Just see if you can surrender a little bit further into your body, checking in with your head, your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, your hips, your low back, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Now this time, inhale through your nose. Now see if you can bring your focus, your energy, your awareness to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, your first chakra. This is your I am space. Your foundation, your safety, your security. This is where everything starts. Just check in, notice what feels good, notice if any discomfort. On your inhale, bring your focus, your energy, your awareness into your second chakra, the space below your belly button, your sacral. Your I feel space, where you house your emotions, your desires, your sexuality, also known as your mother womb. Now slowly start to work the energy up into your third chakra, the space above your belly button, your solar plexus, your I do space. This is what drives you, where your passions, your creativity, your power all lie. Now again, just check in, notice any sensations, any stuck energy. And slowly work your energy up into your fourth chakra, your heart. Your I love space, your space of relationships, self-acceptance, and unconditional love. Now gently guide the energy up into your fifth chakra, your throat. Your I speak space, your space of communication, your truth. Gently work the energy up into your sixth chakra, the space just between your eyebrows, your I see space, your space of intuition, your third eye. And then finally, take your focus, your energy, your awareness all the way above your head to your seventh chakra, your crown chakra. Your I understand space, your path to enlightenment. Now I want you to draw the energy all the way down to the base of your spine and then inhale it through the 7 chakras through the crown of your head. Notice if anything gets stuck, of any discomforts, or if it feels good. Work to bring your focus, your energy, your awareness to those areas throughout your class today. One big clearing breath in. Audible exhale, let that go. Nice work, guys. Go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. And then exhale, find a twist in your spine. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Pull your right hand back behind. Keep sitting up tall, lengthening through the crown of your head. Gently take your gaze back. Now with each exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper into your twist. Inhale, slowly bring everything back up through your midline. Reach your arms all the way above your head. And then exhale, take your twist over to your left side. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Pull your left hand back behind, sit up tall, take your gaze back. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Slowly work your way back through your midline. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Just take your hands to the back of your neck or to the nape of your neck, just where your skull meets your neck. And then draw your chin down to your chest. Just feel that stretch through your upper back, maybe round through your spine. Pull your belly button in. Now keep your hands where they are at. Just open up. Take your gaze up and back. Open up through your heart center. Breathe. Exhale, slowly round through. Once again, draw your chin down to your chest. So you can get a little bit deeper this time. Maybe further rounding into the spine. Good. Inhale, open up, back up. Slowly release that, and then work your way into a child's pose. So just come up onto your knees. You may need to tap out the tops of your feet. Bring your knees out wider than your hips. Bring your big toes to touch, and just draw your hips all the way back. Reach, extend to the top of your mat. Bring your third eye down to your mat. Surrender here. You can add any movement you need, maybe some side to side, left to right, do what feels good for you and your body. Now, if this is too much to be here for quite some time, you can always place your block back underneath your tailbone and then just shift back. I want you to try to focus on your breathing. So just allow your thoughts to come and go. Act like they're on a river and they're just floating down the river. You're not becoming them, you just see them for what they are and allow them to release. Give me one more breath. Inhale, slowly work your way up to a tabletop. You can remove your block, take it to the top of your mat. Now inhale, bring your right arm all the way up to your right side. Take your gaze up to your right hand. Exhale, thread your needle. Send your right arm underneath your left. Draw your right cheek down. Now keep your hips lifted. You can extend your left arm all the way to the top of your mat, or option for your half or full bind. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Just plant your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Reach your right arm all the way up. Take your gaze up. Find your wrist circles forward and back. Exhale, work your way back to your tabletop. Inhale, lift your left arm up to your left side. Take your gaze up to your left hand. Exhale, thread your needle. Send your left arm underneath your right. Draw your left cheek down. Keep your hips lifted, stack to your knees. Option to reach your right arm all the way up to the top of your mat, or option for your binds. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Plant your right hand underneath your right shoulder. And then work your left arm all the way back up. Hold here, find your wrist circles forward and back. Exhale, work your way back to your tabletop. Now keep your hips lifted, just reach, extend to the top of your mat. Find your puppy dog pose. So you're gonna reach your arms all the way to the top, melt your heart down, bring your chin down to your mat. If this is too much, you can always take a block underneath your chin. Just kind of settle in. Allow your heart just to surrender. Inhale, slowly lift back up. You can remove your block to the top of your mat. And then just work your way onto a seat, onto your sitting bones, legs straight out in front of you. Now grounding into your sitting bones, your belly button pulls into spine, sitting up tall. Inhale, arms reach all the way above your head. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So hinging from your hips, lead your torso to the top of your thighs. Now if you need to bend your knees, you can bend your knees, walk your hands down your outside edges of your legs, work your way to the blades of your feet, and then to the tops of your feet. You don't want to dump down into your shoulder blades here, so try not to dump down here and lean forward. You're lifting, lengthening, extending, and hinging as you lead your torso to the top of your thigh. Now if you need an extension, you can place a block past your feet or elevate your heels. Just kind of surrender in here. Even if you're just sitting here and you feel that extension through the hamstring, just stay like this. Don't feel like you need to compare yourself or need to be a certain way or have any expectations in your practice. It's always just practice. Now once again, you're going to use your inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. See if you can get an inch a little bit further. Just kind of honor where your body's at today. Sometimes we have an extensive practice. Sometimes we just can't get where we want to go. And that's totally normal. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lift back up. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Find your Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Bring your knees out wide. Interlace your fingers to the blades of your feet. Inhale, lengthen, lift, extend. Exhale, slowly bend down. Now hinging from your hips, bring your elbows to the outsides of your shins. Lead your forehead to the tops of your feet or to your big toes. Now you can also just stay here, or you can take a block and just draw your third eye down to your block. Just kind of surrender it a little bit further. Releasing any tension in the body. Start to wander off into your thoughts, just bring your focus back to your breath. That brings you back into your present moment. One more breath. Slowly lift back up. Go ahead and take your block to the top of your mat, and then just work your way all the way onto your backs. Now extend your left leg long to the top of your mat. Hug your right knee up into your chest. Take it outside your rib cage. Find your Ardha Appanasana, half wind relieving pose. Now option to reach for opposite elbows for a deeper compression. Option just to stay settling in, surrendering, making your way as comfortable as you can. Slowly start to work your way into a half happy baby. So just send the sole of your right foot up to the ceiling. Draw your knee down. Just plug your shoulder blade back and down. If this is too much to grab your foot, you can always grab underneath your thigh. Hold it here. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You can also bend your left knee and place the sole of your foot down. So it'll give you a little bit more flexibility into the hips. Otherwise, you can keep your legs straight. Take your left hand on top of your left hip and just press down to keep grounding. Go ahead and bend your left knee if your left leg is straight. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Bring your arms out to a T. Find a supine twist over to your left. So take the sole of your right foot over to the left side of your mat, and then take your gaze right. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Now keep your right ankle where it's at on top of your left knee, and then slowly draw both knees over to your right this time. So it's an easy supine twist, but this time you're allowing the pressure of your ankle on top of your left knee to press further down. This stretches out your outer hip and then your psoas. Now take your gaze left. Inhale, slowly bring it back through your midline. Exhale, just release your right leg long to the top of your mat. Go ahead and hug your left knee up into your chest. Take it outside your rib cage, back up into your shoulder, Ardha Appanasana, half wind relieving pose. Once again, option to reach for opposite elbows. Inhale, half happy baby. Send the sole of your left foot up to the ceiling, draw your knee down. Just plug your shoulder blade back and down. Option to take your right hand on top of your hip, press down, keep grounding. Or you can just bend your right knee up if this feels better for you. You can also take your left hand to your thigh if that's too much of an extension. Inhale, go ahead and bring your right knee all the way up. Take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Just find that supine twist over to your right. Bring your arms out to a T, gaze left. So take the sole of your left foot over to the right side. It's okay if your knee stays lifted. You'll notice the different sensations when we switch. How this is more in the low back, and the other one was in the hip flexor and the psoas and the outer hip. Inhale, slowly come back through your midline. Keep your legs where they're at. Just slowly draw both knees over to your left side, gaze right. So you'll create the pressure on top of your right knee with your left ankle. And feel that sensation through your psoas, through your hip flexor. One more breath. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Now bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Find your Supta Baddha Konasana. So reclined butterfly pose. Now I want you to take the meaty part of your palms and place them up into your hip crease where your thigh meets your hip, and just gently press away from you. You should feel this stretch through your low back. Now if you're not feeling anything, make sure that your hands are on top of your thighs and just press down. Don't forget to breathe. Slowly release. Just bring your knees into your midline and extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Find your legs up the wall pose. Now flex your toes back towards your shins, or just surrender into your feet. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Allow your upper body just to kind of relax. Checking in, seeing if you have any more tension that you can just kind of surrender into. Legs up the wall pose activates your parasympathetic nervous system. So it's always really good to do right before bed or anytime you have stress, anxiety, overwhelm. The blood drains down into your torso, allowing more oxygen to flow through the organs, allowing your heart to just rest. Option to stay here as long as you need. Otherwise, go ahead and lower your heels all the way down to the top of your mat. Once your heels touch the top of your mat, find yourself a good morning stretch. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Point your toes, reach, extend through your front side body. Big inhale, hold it at the top. Audible exhale, release. Allow your hands to fall out to the side, palms face up to receive. Just close your eyes, come into your final Shavasana. Option to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring life back into your bodies. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Clench your fist shut, shrug your shoulders up, squeeze every muscle fiber in your body. Audible exhale, release. See if you can surrender a little bit further. When you're ready, work your way into a fetal position either on your right or your left side. Your right side is your masculine energy, your left side is your feminine energy. And then slowly work your way up to an easy seated pose, just crossing at your ankles, lengthening through your spine, sitting up tall. Inhale, arms reach all the way above your head. Take all that good energy, bring it down into your heart center, your heart space, your fourth chakra. Inhale your confidence, your self-love, your self-acceptance. And then exhale all your fears and doubts. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.